Hi, my name is Logan Elmer, and this is my Rise Progress presentation. Reflect. So I was able to complete two of the three goals that I set for myself. I was able to write 5 new game reviews, and I wrote a review for a TV show, or it was an episode of a TV show called Samurai Jack. I reviewed the second episode, which to me was one of the more impactful episodes in terms of character development and pushing that character and showing some more depth as opposed to the original runs, more kid friendly views. Um, I was unable due to I was unable to complete the podcast due to time conflicts. I recently moved to Washington. That's why you might hear some background noise. So I apologize for that. And also, the friends I was planning on doing it with have kind of their work life has been busy. I had one friend move from New York all the way to Colorado, and we didn't want to do it without him because he's kind of on the same level I am in terms of his critical thinking and his analysis of the games industry. So I thought that he and I would have a very good back and forth. And our third friend, would kind of offer the more everyman point of view and highlight those points. But I do plan on doing it in the future because it will be a huge boon to have in my repertoire. I'm very proud of what I accomplished, but I'm sad I wasn't able to complete the podcast as I said I would. Um, I always want to strive for the best that I can do, and that being able to complete all of my objectives would have helped me move forward as a professional. Inquire. Initially, I thought it would be good to only review, or it would be better to only review games that I liked or thought were good. But I realized that it's better to show that you can analyze not as high of quality products and still see those highlights. Like look at a more mediocre game, like the Attack on Titan games they made. Like while the combat is very generic, they do the initial impact of the game is cool. You know, you're flying around and you have these cool mechanics where you can chop off arms and stuff like that. But the game itself isn't of high quality. The story just follows that of the show, and the graphics are kind of mediocre. So highlighting that I can still look at something I don't like and find the good and the bad reflects better on me as a professional. I still need to expand my library reviews and increase my capacity for critical thinking. I'm always looking to see. I'm always consulting with other journalists, whether it be through Twitter or email. Why did you think this way or what? Trying to get like an explanation. Try to understand why they felt that way and take that to heart and learn how to do better. Suggest. A big thing I would like to do is improve the length of my reviews from 300 up to around 1,000 words for more important reviews or higher profile projects. Let's take God of War for example, which was one of the new reviews I wrote. The original God of War games are my favorite. They're not the best games around, but they are my personal favorite due to emotional attachment. And seeing this new entry in the series kind of took it to the upper level. Like I wasn't expecting it, but it might be the best video game I've ever played. And I only wrote about a 500-page review. And I was talking with my dad about it because it's kind of a father and son game, and I thought it would be fun to play with him. And I realized that talking with someone about it can help you analyze, learn. Like initially, all I talked about were the graphics, the gameplay, the story, yada yada. But I didn't talk about the impact the story had on me and what some of those like the actual emotions the characters have in the way that the director was able to convey those emotions through gameplay mechanics or through graphicals. Like Kratos' eyes have this reflection, and you can just see the emotion and depth in that character, and it makes it seem more lifelike. And I feel like mentioning that in a review can help show my professional quality and um, and show that I can look deeper into a game and analyze things on a deeper level as opposed to just, oh, this game has bad mechanics, it's boring. And lastly, we have Elevate. I will use the skills I developed here to show my quality as a professional games critic. To be able to take all of these skills and show that I can review more mediums than just video games, and that I'm more of a deep thinker and I can analyze things will always reflect on me in a positive way. Um, and being able to recognize the good from the bad and show that, hey, this game might have some flaws, but there is a good like there's a solid foundation and it might be worth playing if you enjoy these particular mechanics, or if this particular source material appeals to you, that type of a thing. Overall, I feel like the portfolio class was very beneficial to me, and it helped me learn about myself as a professional. So I enjoyed this month quite a bit. That's my presentation. Thank you for listening.